Okay, maybe should have used some food here. Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I had an idea. There are some places we've been in the story that still have missions that we can do. So I was thinking maybe we go back to some of those. Probably starting at the beginning, that would be smartest, I think. Like at Journey's Dawn, for example. Capture the Pepper Thieves. Level 8. Yeah, this is going to be this is going to be something. The west coast of the Indian subcontinent produced vast quantities of valuable black pepper, and one of its farm owners had a request for me. Yeah, I think maybe this bandit might be in for some trouble. Thieves had been stealing from a black pepper farm, and I accepted a request to apprehend them. I waited quietly in the field for a few hours before I had heard several sets of footsteps approaching. As I stood up to challenge them, one suddenly attacked me from behind. Oh no! They knew I was there. Wow. Oh, I forgot to do something here real quick. Don't mind me. Oh, hold on, Mr. Thief. Okay. Nope, we're fine. Look at the damage. Look at the damage I'm doing to this guy. It's a lot more active. It kind of makes me think that the level of the CPU is mostly just like their stats and not actually their AI level, because I feel like I remember enemies at this point in the game being a lot more passive than that. Oh, maybe it's just a fluke. Who knows? I delivered the thieves to the farm's owner. They were, in fact, laborers who had worked there. The owner was clearly pleased and gave me a generous amount of the expensive spice. Neat. I will take that. Not a whole lot of experience, but I'll take it anyway. Okay. Next, we'll go to eastern coastal plains of India. Old man in the map. While traveling through a port town, I saw an elderly man being threatened by a brute trying to take a map from him. Reduced attack power, knock each other back, winning their view lands a hit. Okay. So we're not landing any combos, got it. I was strolling along the harbor, gazing out at the peaceful sea when I heard quarreling come from one of the piers. Old man, give me the map already. You should not be so eager for death. Shut up already, unless you want me to take that map off your corpse. I searched for the source of the shouting and saw a large, burly man threatening an elderly gentleman. It seemed that the burly man had noticed me, and he turned to glare in my direction. Who are you? You looking for the treasure too, huh? Please, young one, move along. You shouldn't get involved with this man or me. The elderly gentleman seemed surprisingly calm, but I couldn't let this ruffian threaten a defenseless old man. I readied my weapon. I don't know if he's defenseless. The eye patch kind of tells me that maybe not. This man may have seen combat before. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. But I'll kick this guy's ass anyway. I don't mind.
Battle 1. Fight.
Hey. Hee. Ow. Yeah, they weren't kidding about knocking back. Ow. Frickin'. That is funny. Just die. Just die, sir. Just die. Alright. Do it again. Ow. Yeah, they're being a lot more active than I remember them being. Ow.
I can feel it.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing you don't do hardly any damage to me.
Baby. How's that?
Get wrecked. Okay. See, I kind of like them. We're getting knocked back so far each time because I have a lot of range. Probably the most range. Except for maybe the whip sword. I think that outranges the staff, but... Damn you! I'll remember this, you hear me? You'll get what's coming to you! The man fled into town, cursing me as he went. Thank you, young one. I tend to get harassed by scoundrels like him quite often because of... Well, you aren't interested in that. Normally I let them scream and shout and then turn the tables on them if they grow violent. I asked the old man why people were after him. A long time ago, my friends and I braved an ancient ruin in search of fabulous treasures. The price I paid for my foolish courage was my leg and the lives of all my friends. The curse of that horrible place took them all. Even though I escaped with my life, the curse hounds me still. Often, greedy fools come to me and demand the map in the hopes that they can claim the ruin's riches. The pain grimace on the man's face spoke of the horrors he had seen. I know better than anyone the terrible fate that awaits all who go to that accursed place. I would not wish it upon anyone, even men like the one you just chased off. However, the old man studied me thoughtfully. Exhaustion and pain were etched into the lines of his face, but a fierce resolve burned in the depths of his eyes. It is time. He reached into his coat and withdrew an old, ragged parchment. He held it out, offering it to me. Take it. We've only just met, but my adventurer's instinct is telling me that you are the one destined to have it. Of course, I can't guarantee you'll survive, or even if the tales of treasure are true. However, I'm tired. So very tired. I want to see this in the hands of one strong enough to bear it, and forget everything that happened. With that, the old man turned away and slowly staggered off toward the end of the pier. A cursed ruin and a hidden treasure? It all sounded so impossible. Still, something told me that I must pursue this mystery, wherever it led me. Yeah, okay. I guess. Sure. Hit. Okay. Okay, so they put one, like, right next to me. I feel like it wouldn't be too big a deal to just head down here now to follow up on this quest line. Fortune's Burden, the Ruins. Ooh, Skellman. I had found the hidden ruins in the forest, and I was about to discover the truth behind the curse that terrified the elderly man so. Defeat them all within the time limit. Okay. The map the old man had entrusted to me pointed to a forest, deep inside of which were the cursed ruins where a treasure hid. By the time I arrived at the forest's edge, though, the day had already grown dark. As soon as I entered the forest, I felt like I was being watched. That feeling only grew as I followed the map towards the ruins. Suddenly, my watchers revealed themselves. I held my lantern up and countless skeletons came into view, shuffling their way towards me through the trees. Some of them looked ancient, while others seemed quite fresh. I sensed a familiar evil emanating from the shambling corpses. This must be the curse that the old man had mentioned. With every moment that passed, more skeletons gathered around me. I needed to destroy them before I was completely surrounded. Well, luckily, skeletons are weak to bludgeoning damage, so I have the right weapon for the job. Wait, that might be a different game. It's fine. I'll just beat him up. That's all. Ow. Sir. Have a time limit in which to beat you. But apparently that's not going to be much of a problem because I am doing a ton of damage. Which makes sense. This is like a level 12 mission. Damn. Did I just cancel a move there? Like in an effective way? Huh. Weird. Because I definitely didn't do it on purpose. Look at that damage. I feel like there must be like a cap on how much damage you can do in a single hit. Because... Oh, ow, you got me. Ow, dick. No. Because it seems like that... Because that amount of damage that I did on that first hit felt like the same that I did on like a level 20-something earlier. When I feel like it should have been more this time, but I don't know. How long I fought I couldn't say. When the last skeleton fell, the sky was already glowing with the light of dawn. I blinked, realizing the ruins I sought were right before me. Exhausted, I dragged myself forward, following a flight of stairs downward into the earth. The stairs led down into a vast chamber. I cast my light around the room, revealing a terrifying mural covering the entirety of one massive wall. The mural showed a figure standing proudly atop a mountain of corpses, holding a massive axe with a single eye embedded in it. Countless bizarre symbols were carved everywhere, each of them emanating the same dark energy the skeletons above had. An altar loomed in the center of the chamber, surrounded by ancient vases. I tried lifting one and found it to be extremely heavy. I broke open the vase's seal to find it stuffed to the brim with jewels and gold. So many who had come seeking this vast fortune had paid for it with their lives. The old man had made it out alive, but he was forever changed. I began to feel the malevolent weight of this place press upon me. Thinking of the army of the dead and this disturbing mural, I now knew why the old man had said he just wanted to forget it all. But like I got a ton of treasure, didn't I? Apparently only 378 gold worth. Impervious Heliodor. Interesting. Alright, well, I think we can call it for this expedition. Okay. Let's just head on up to Dhaka then. We got a couple of missions here, actually. Legends of the Wetlands and the Legend of Great Pirate. Sure. Dining at a tavern in a port town is rarely uneventful. Sure enough, some ruffians appeared, determined to let me know I had raised their ire. Target is slippery and your opponents move more quickly. Okay. So I guess I can't grab them, but that's fine. The tavern in the port town was teeming with fishermen, merchant sailors, and all sorts of sea folk. As I sat there eating my dinner, some from among the boisterous crowd suddenly called out to me. Hey you, I've seen your mug before, haven't I? Huh? Oh yeah, it's that punk that was with Maxie and his crew. I couldn't forget that face even if I wanted to. Because of you, we were adrift at sea for days. We thought we were done for. Although they remembered me, I had no recollection of them. They were apparently pirates I defeated when traveling with Maxie and his crew. We've got you now. I hope you're ready for us to send your sorry butt to Davy Jones's locker. My friends, I will tell you what I tell everyone else. You can certainly try. Ah, yes. That reminds me, I did... Oh, stage is slippery. Okay. So we're just moving around a lot more. It works. Okay, that's fun. I was gonna say, I touched in with my... That's not the phrase. I talked to my friend who is potentially putting together a D&D game, and it would appear that he still intends to do so. So I will be playing in that most likely soon-ish. Ew. Rude. One last hit, just for funsies. I love how much we travel when we hit each other. Oh no, I ring myself out.
The soul of a warrior.
Oh, come on.
Rest.
Oh, man. Alright, maybe I don't love how much we move. He ringed himself out. Okay, I just did that so I can laugh at him. Perfect. Yeah. Alright. Now this one isn't going to trick me into ringing myself out again. It's just not gonna happen. So, what are you doing ducking? It's not allowed. Out of here, nerd. God. Alrighty. Damn, we'll let you live this time. But things aren't gonna be so easy for you next time, you hear? Tell that bastard Maxie that same goes for him. As I watched the pirates make their retreat, an elderly fellow sitting next to me handed me a drink. Not bad, sonny boy. I'd say you're probably the 9th strongest person I've seen in my lifetime. Here, have a drink. It's on me. I thanked the old man and took the drink, then proceeded to ask him about these 8 people stronger than me. I'm talking about pirates. The 8 people stronger than you are pirates, of course. And speaking of pirates, who comes to mind for you? Francis Drake, perhaps? Or maybe the red-bearded terrors of the Mediterranean? The Barbarossa brothers? And what about the pirate queen, Grace O'Malley? You've heard of Drake's cousin, John Hawkins, right? They all sound vaguely familiar. There are hordes of famous pirates, but for me, the king of them all is still none other than Cervantes de Leon. Huh? You've never heard of him? I have, actually. Maybe that's for the best, eh? According to the old man's story, he was apparently a great pirate that was known to all who sailed the Atlantic. He's fear and dread incarnate, that's for sure. I saw him once when I was a kid, and after that I was so scared I couldn't get a wink of sleep that night. He sailed the seas on his galleon, the Adrian. Sack then slaughter was his creed, and just his name alone was enough to strike fear into the hearts of all who heard it. He was one of the few pirates adept at handling 2 weapons at once. Some say his strikes were as strong as the blows of a kraken. You know, this is just between you and me, but Captain Cervantes? The old man went on seemingly without end. He regaled me with tales of the great pirate Cervantes until the morning. Wow. Maybe we'll hear more about Cervantes next time. But as for this episode, that's a wrap. What you want, 'cause a pirate is free.